Hello, Tauruses, and welcome to your April 2024 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about this month. The first card that came up is Strength. You're coming in very strong. So, of course, strength, it's willpower, it's the capacity to rise above our fears and our worrisomes and maybe distorted beliefs and things like that with our higher self and being able to push forward. Maybe the Aries season is giving you that fire, giving you a lot of fire, because the card that comes after is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is going to be able to abstract anything from the past or the consequences of the might be's and consequences of the future and be in the here and now. So here you come in the month, Taurus, and you're in your fire, in your strength, in the here and now. And then at one point, and that might be around the 23rd of April when we'll have our full moon in Scorpio, the old fears that we did not really take care of, that were in the lion, are coming up. And that's when we're going to have the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Now, these two sevens, these are two master numbers, because we need to master that. Seven of Swords, this empowering feeling where we don't have what it takes. So it might make us procrastinate. It might make us like, oh, I cannot deal with that. It's impossible and I don't know why, but I'm pushing it forward because I don't feel I have the power to deal with it. Or I'm actually expecting to be betrayed in the process. That even though I put my energy, my strength, and all of that, at one point I'm going to arrive and feel, oh, I wasn't expecting this. Sorry. And the Seven of Cups, well, that's Venus in Scorpio. So here you are in your now and, bringing forward whatever that is. But when Venus arrives in Scorpio, and Scorpio did not, and our full moon in Scorpio did not clean all of the old wounds and traumas, and not that we can, clear the whole unconscious baggage here. But the moment that we are getting into our power or getting into our worth, our value, our unconditional love, the fears of it not being real, not being true, and then our projections are going all over the place, we're hitting a wall for a reason. And that wall will be to be conquered. So, very strong beginning of the month. Under Strength, Magician. There you are, you're making it happen. But for some of you, the High Priestess is in reverse. So that means that the lessons that you should have learned through the challenges of the created by your unconscious, created by your shadow, by what was hidden, has done a revolution, needs to be understood, forgiven, so that you can have balance again, the wisdom of what will be perpetuated. Okay? Here we have the pomegranates in the back, where all the seeds correspond to all of the laws that we should follow. She holds the Torah in her hand. Because the wisdom, following a law is only good if you understand the wisdom behind it based on your experiences. Okay? Like, if you stop at the red light, there's three kinds of people that stop at the red light. There's people that stop at the red light because it's a red light and they don't ask any questions. They obey. They follow. There's no wondering about it. There's other people that stop but that look around, that if they wouldn't get caught, they would pass. And you have a third kind of people that understand why traffic lights are there. That if they wouldn't be there, it would be chaos and things would be damageable for everybody. So they accept it and are applying it with the knowledge and the wisdom of why it's there. That's the High Priestess. So when she's in reverse, we haven't understood why of something. And here, your strength is making you push through. Under the Knight of Wands, we have the Fool in reverse. And when the Fool is in reverse, he jumps anyway and crosses his fingers. He did not understand why the last times it did not work. He's just hoping that this time it will work. And at the same time, he's very afraid of risking things because he's still holding on to the what ifs of before. Under our 2 sevens, we will have the Ace of Cup, the Page of Pentacle, and the Sun in reverse. So here the Sun in reverse is there because right under we have our Three of Swords. That's the consequences of whatever happened that is stuck in our waters. The swords in the heart, the disappointments, the impossible expectations based on the old wound are still there. And this is what is preventing us from actually being completely free in our solar plexus and our capacity to express ourselves, in knowing that we are in a benevolent. See, the face on the sun is very important because children will naturally draw a face in the sun when they think that the major energy behind everything is friendly, benevolent, loving towards them. They'll put it on the trees, on the clouds, on everything. And that's what allows us to look, and here we have sunflowers. Look at who we are and what we want to express, and thinking, of course, this is what the universe wants of me. But when we have old wounds that can create all sorts of futures, and that we drew conclusions and beliefs that are very hurting as soon as our heart starts to expand, it hurts there. This is not a sure fact for us. So that those two here, this is telling me that there's an Ace of Cup for you, so that the 7 can become a 6, cannot be tainted, stained by memories, events that completely disempower you when it comes to you just feeling like a naked kid on a white horse. And you have a Page of Pentacles, so that means that yes, there's a lot of strength in moving forward, but here you have it in your hands. It's there. It just comes to when it will come to actually apply it and make it grow. That's when your old stuff is gonna come up to the surface. Like in theory, and starting the movement is okay, but when I'm in it, that's when you're gonna feel it come up. And that's the perfect opportunity to take that cup and rise above all of this. Let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Tauruses. All right. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Tauruses for the month of April 2024. All right. Okay. Let's look. Strength. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So we have strength. We have the Three of Cups. So probably the energy is high, the joy, the people around you, but Page of Cups is in reverse. Okay. The Page of Wands is in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's almost like I don't want to wait anymore. I'm done waiting. But then I have a hard time being light, enthusiastic, like you're confronted with fire. And you're using your inner joy to compensate, and your will to compensate for let's say the supporting fire that you're not feeling inside of you. Let's keep those two. Let's look at the Magician. All right. Six of Wands. It's like, yeah, I deserve this. It's done. I'm going for it. There's still the little thing inside of you that how come I have to use so much fire because I have this unconscious duality inside of me. What is that thing that the High Priestess here? Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. And that is where, because our fire is generated with our sheer, our higher self trying to maintain the lion and just bringing ourselves in a here and now and the cheering of, yes, we're going, like if you would go to a Tony Robbins, yes, I can do it. If what is in your shadow that is opposite to that is not addressed, then it will not last. It's like this, car with sparks of speed, and then it stops, and then another spark of speed, and then it stops. Knight of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. It's almost like, yeah, I'm good bringing this, but if it comes too close to my waters, then, this is where my Achilles heel is. Like this, I would be fearless knight into bringing what I love out there. But if in my waters I have this, that creates a cloud, the beliefs associated with it will cut my legs. And so I'm like, the energy, the certitude to bring it stops at the same time. Knight of Wands. And it takes a lot more energy than it should to bring something. So here I have the Ace of Wands and, of course, Scorpio, because we're heading towards the moon in Scorpio. It's going to show you all of this. I have the Two of Pentacles. Makes you juggle between those two things. And who are you? Makes you juggle between, am I bringing what I love, movement forward, and then I go and get back my old grasp on reality here, or my old grasp on my value and my worth, and that's when 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. A lot of fire, but the consistence, the continuity is affected. Let's look at the Fool in reverse. So the Fool in reverse, this is when, that's it, we're crossing our fingers. We're not at the zero. We have baggage in that little baluchon, okay? And here I have, of course, the Two of Swords again. Justice is there, though. I think that with the moon in the last full moon eclipse in Libra probably helped you. All right. So we have a little book here, but here's our Two of Swords. One of the visions, Three of Wands. This is what, like, I see it. I am expecting it. It's coming. Here I have my Page of Pentacle right beside it. It's in my hands. I have it. But here I have the Empress in reverse and the Ten of Swords. There's going to be a realization of really what are my fears and my disempowering beliefs. It's associated with Venus in reverse, with my worth, my value, my trusting, my insight, my divine feminine, the idea I received and my capacity to give it a shape, to birth it, the value it has. This is going to be popping up inside of you. Four of Pentacles. So it's going to, that's what the High Priestess is trying to tell you. The work is going to be much harder if the pentacles are not there. It's one thing to use the fire and use the fire, but if the pentacles are not there, your worth and value, and if the cups are not enough, or they have old stuff in it, then the swords won't follow. And it's going to make it even harder. So here, look at those two characters. And here is, again, the duality. This guy is all closed up. Doesn't want to take any risks because he's afraid. He wants to keep what he knows is sure and right. And this one is just expressing himself with joy and benevolence and support from the universe. So this is not this. It's not the same state of being behind it. Let's look at that seven, and this is what you're going to kind of know, realize. Okay, you like to be safe, solid, but in order to grow, and here we have, in order to grow our pentacles, okay, like we put our energy, we're invested, we need to have that inner knowing that we are in our track, that following what we love is solid because we're backed by the universe. So here, that's where we are like, I know my worth, I'm solid, I have what it takes. Why am I not able to actually ground it and make it happen? And it's because of this, in the water. So here, let's see that Ace of Cups. The universe is going to present you that Ace of Cups. All right, there's a card that reversed. Okay, Five of Wands. And it's like if there's going to be the opportunity so that the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords can happen. This we need to move on, forgive, turn the page, remove ourselves from those charged emotions that come and de-align ourselves from our success. Okay? So it creates a little conflict inside of us. And so here, it's almost like here we have our continuity, our growth, but as long as this is upright, we don't see how we can actually make it happen in a sustainable way, because we will have to do it in a way that we haven't did it before, bringing our fire in a different way, not just by pure, self-mastery of rising above and, pushing it like that, but by removing what creates the distortions. And of course, this is going to be different for all of you. Even if you feel secure and straight, and this is all solid, if your Empress is in reverse, if your water has disappointments and heartaches in it, the Magician here needs the 4 elements. So it's going to show. And so in this beautiful Scorpio season, it's going to come up to the surface to show you what creates the disalignment, what has you to have to always bring back the energy and doing it again and again and again. It's just going to help things be much smoother after and bring the joy and the light in it instead of the struggle, because you're confronting, even if you're reassuring yourself and all of that, you're confronting a lack of light, of energy at the same time. So it's a great opportunity for you. The moon in Scorpio is going to show you that. And if you address it, if you take that Ace of Cups, then you're going to see the new way of bringing your energy, which will be much easier. Much easier. Because Scorpio is your opposite and the wheel. So here, it's going to allow you to ground yourself and water your seed with purified waters. Not wounded, imprinted, disempowering water. So on this, my beautiful Tauruses, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, the description is below. There's a website. It's very easy to go in. Sorry. And yeah, so prepare for that beautiful new moon in Aries to actually start showing you what is hidden in your fire, and use that full moon in Scorpio the best you can if you're on the path of that solar eclipse. When you see that black sun there, allow, as the rays start to come back one after the other, to absorb that rainbow. All right? An eclipse what is no longer needed. On this, my beautiful Tauruses, all my love and light, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.